Hello. Today I am reviewing The Cottage by Daniel Judson. Okay, now this one, major glare going on there. This one I got sent by the publisher via NetGalley, and this was tough. This was tough. I ended up giving this one a 2-star. Okay, it's probably a 2.5, but I don't think I could really give it a 3. On the basis that the book was okay. Story was alright and everything, but it just felt like really drawn out. It was longer than it needed to be. I think because it was just very repetitive. I mean, I get what the author was trying to do with it. It just needed some more action to it, I suppose, what I'm saying. So anyway, to tell you a bit about this book, okay, we have our main character, our protagonist, who is Kate. She is a widowed mother of 2 children. Her ex-husband was killed a few years previously. Her husband, not ex-husband, they were married. He was a police officer. He got killed at their house a few years before, and she has been the victim of vandalism and things, and it's getting worse. So that's the general thing. On her property, she has the big main house, and then she also has a cottage. Okay, she inherited the property from her grandparents, who decided to leave it to her. She has a sister, although their relationship is not the best. But so the property is Kate's anyway, and so she's being a victim of vandalism, and it's escalating the things. Okay, so she has her father-in-law, who is also ex-police. And then obviously the whole police team, being the wife of a policeman. So the whole team are particularly eager to help her with this problem and things. But okay, so up to here is fine. In fact, the idea of the book really appealed to me. I like thrillers and stuff like that. I don't even feel I could call this a thriller. There was no point really where it was like edge of the seat. Oh my god, I need to turn the page to find out what's happening. I found it very like, okay, so we're getting reminded again about the fact that she is the victim of vandalism, and someone is supposedly stalking her, maybe, in the thing, and it just gets like, they remind you of that, but there's no like real action. I felt that was, I'm in the moment, and oh my god, what's happening to her, what's going to happen to her next. I didn't get that. So yeah, this was a bit of a miss for me, unfortunately. I guess, it was an okay read. It was just, I did think at several times about not finishing it, just because it was just very slow. I just couldn't but I did finish, and I'm glad I did finish. Because I do like to have closure on the books that I read and things. I very rarely will not finish the book. But anyway, so that's The Cottage by Daniel Judson. So again, thank you to the publisher, the author, and NetGalley for the copy of this book. Unfortunately, it wasn't for me. If you are the sort of person, though, that prefers, these slower mysteries, if you like, of what's going on, nothing too out there on it, nothing too gruesome, you might enjoy this one. So yeah, anyway. Have you read The Cottage? What did you think about it? You might not share my opinion on that, and that's totally fine, because a book is different for every single reader. We don't read, well, obviously we read the same book, but it's not the same experience for everybody. So just to point out, just because it wasn't a book for me does not mean that it wouldn't be a book for somebody else. In fact, it has got quite a variety of reviews on Goodreads, for example, the majority of which are 5-star. Okay, so it's got a lot of 5-star, it's got a lot of 4-star, also has a lot of 3-star, and then there's several 1 and 2 stars mixed in. Like I said, for me, it was probably a 2.5. But again, it depends on what you make of it. So there you go. If this is one that you think might appeal to you, then do check it out, give it a try, and let me know what you thought about it. Anyway, that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video anyway, and it's made you curious about the book. Have you had an experience with a book recently that you just sort of struggled to enjoy it? Not necessarily to struggle to get into it or to understand it, but just struggled to enjoy it. It just wasn't the right fit for you. If you've got a book like that you want to talk about, then leave a comment down below about that as well. And yes, we shall discuss. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.